Good people, what is going on? Another episode of the All Go Podcast. I'm your host, Desmond. Want to jump right into the Detroit Lions, who had a big win over the Cincinnati Bengals. And I say big win because in the NFL, it's difficult to get wins. You know, we just saw Sunday Night Football. The Bills lost to the Patriots. And I think both of those teams are in very different scenarios than like the Lions and the Bengals, right? Bengals are dealing with injuries, so on and so forth. But it was a big game, big win. I expected the Lions to win. You know, I feel like I'm a parrot just repeating the same things, but I truly believe with our head coach, Dan Campbell, his level of poise, motivation, and what he does for our team, paired with the culture he's built, also paired with the roster that the Lions have, I expect to win those games. I expect to win a whole lot of games. And they did just that. So that was golden. That game got to a point, and one of my buddies, Dre, had shot me a text, and he's just like, can we just get out of this game? Because it's late in the game. The game is, in general, over. I mean, I know the Bengals had a late surge, if you will. But, the game's essentially over, and guys just keep getting banged up. Terrion Arnold looks like re-injures the shoulder. And it's one of those games where you just wish, okay, hey, could we just call it with, 6 minutes left, 5 minutes left, just to get guys out of here, and that we're not, having any more injuries. Jared's not taking any hits, things like that. But they get out of there, take care of business. It was one of those interesting, because for the Lions, it seems like we are either in two places as far as our games go. Either number one, we are at the 1 o'clock slot. I'm in Michigan, so it's 1 p.m. for me. We're either in the 1 o'clock slot, or we are like a prime time, Sunday night, Monday night, Thursday, that type of deal. So we had the rare 4 o'clock, 4:30 window for the Lions, which is a little bit different, but, got a big win on the road. I don't think there was anything spectacular. I think it was just more so just coming out and taking care of business, ran the ball pretty well. Jared is completing a insane percentage of his throws, which is, when you look at it, that's what he did last year in the Ben Johnson offense. And now it's like, hey, Ben Johnson is gone. Jared Goff is still playing at a really high level. So those are some things that you look at and you get really excited about as we start to get through and forecast the, down the road. Also, one of the big positives in a roundabout way was it was Trey Flowers, and it was one other cornerback, and his name is slipping me now. Sorry for that, but those guys were able to get some real live game reps. They didn't all go great, which is fine. That's okay. It's learning pains. But specifically for Trey Flowers, because I believe the Lions signed him last week to the practice squad. So he gets signed last week, go through practice for the week, and then is able to get some live game reps when, it's not a critical gotta have it, right? This isn't week 17, week 18 playing the Bears or the Packers in a game that we absolutely need that player to be, to play out of his mind. It's like, no, we need him to just build some confidence on the, defensive back position. And the goal is for him to build depth within that position group. So, not asking for him to come out and solve the world's problems or the Lions' problems, anything like that. Just need to build some depth. That's it. And so hopefully we'll take care of that, and we're moving on next week. So that is it for me. Appreciate it. Peace.